Yo, welcome to Homemade Takes. Got a special
How's
New
it going?
Year's episode.
How
We
we
got
doing,
no
everybody?
socks in the cut. What up,
Yes,
cuz?
sir. Pleasure to be here. How we doing?
How's it
How we
going,
doing?
bro? A lot of
It's
shit
going all
happened.
right for me.
Yeah,
Going
a
all
lot of
right for me right now.
lit. A lot of shit happened last week, bro.
A lot of fantasy news popping up lately.
Derrick Henry's gonna fuck me Thursday night.
That's why I said right now for me things are looking great. I'm facing Derrick Henry. That's a good start to the week. For your sake, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm hoping Isaiah Pacheco and the rest of the squad could fucking carry the weight a little bit. I mean, we'll see what happens
No,
with
yeah.
that, I guess.
Pacheco Pacheco's solid. He should be able to get some yards for you. Got
Yeah.
Algier out there and stuff. Players like that.
I'm thinking
Some
Thursday night
options.
might be a fucking beatdown.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
I think the Cowboys are minus 10.5. I
That
still might
sounds
take
just
them.
about that sounds just about free.
Hey, bro. I
Just
mean,
about free.
what else you looking for? Or what else you got on the slate? What's your squad looking like?
We have let me check it out actually. Make it
But
easy.
you got Mahomes, right?
We got Mahomes who truthfully I'm a little worried about just because you don't know if he's gonna play a full game at this point of the season. Like they
Yeah.
might be up 35-0 at half.
Yeah, I
And
mean, Baker fucking Mayfield did it to the Broncos last week.
that's
So,
what I'm saying. If Baker could do that. But if we get a full game, I think that McKinnon Mahomes combo that's been carrying a lot of people to the chip. I think
yeah.
it could continue.
I'm hoping they get up early and ride Pacheco, ride the running game. But I mean, who
Yeah,
knows, bro?
I
Russell Wilson's looking fucking shaky.
he's looking pretty shot
Didn't he get pulled
every
last
week.
week?
I'm pretty sure. Just week in, week out,
They're fucking shot,
Broncos are
dude.
shot.
Yeah, the Broncos are shot. Nathaniel Hackett gets fired.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is.
It was inevitable. He
You're
just
not gonna fire the $200 million quarterback.
no. Someone had to get scapegoated. I mean,
Yeah, you
Sean
got it.
Payton. I'm hearing Sean Payton might be the guy to fill his
Yeah,
his
they're
his spot
talking.
over
They're
there.
talking. Sean Payton has like a Avengers squad ready to
Hey,
go whenever a
I'm hearing
team's looking.
he's building a squad of coordinators, and I'm hearing that it's between. I mean, it's early. The season hasn't even ended, but it's between Broncos and Saints as the favorites right now.
Wow, a reunion in New Orleans would be
A reunion in New Orleans, and I'm
something.
hearing he might be looking to bring in TB12 with him.
Wow, that would just really be something.
Hey, bro,
Hey, two
jumping
guys who got nothing to lose.
jumping across the division. I mean,
Two guys
I,
who got nothing to lose.
I'd take Alvin Kamara fucking number 1 overall next year if he's got Tom Brady.
Yeah, right. That would make him relevant again.
Yeah, it can't be Andy Dalton. That's all I know, bro.
Nah, not much longer.
But
Not
Andy
much longer.
Dalton's looking like he might be a fucking maybe a streamer this week with all the backups and guys getting
Yeah,
thrown in this week.
if you're looking to stream, Trevor Lawrence got to be your top option at
Him and
Houston.
Jared Goff, I think.
He threw no touchdowns last week. You got to just assume he's ready to throw 350 plus, 3 touchdowns plus.
I like Carson Wentz this week too. I don't know why.
Who do they have?
They're playing let me check it out. Washington's got Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, they've been moving the ball well. I feel
Terry
like
McLaurin's
he hasn't been playing, but
yeah,
I feel like he'll
McLaurin's
do
that
all right.
guy. He's got a legit receiving core. McLaurin,
Dotson's been legit.
Jahan Dotson's my flex this week. I'm riding with him. I drafted him at the beginning of the year. He's a Penn State
Yeah.
kid. I mean, I'm hoping McLaurin doesn't just eat targets the way he was with Heineke. I'm hoping Wentz just spreads it out a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't see why not.
Hey, We got Wentz, Mike White.
Jared Goff,
Yeah, Jared Goff's
Mike White.
another. Mike White's coming back this week, bro. Zach Wilson's fucking shot.
Listen, Mike White is a Ferrari, and
Hey,
Zach Wilson is just a Prius. It
you got
just
to
is
ride
what it
that
is.
fucking Ferrari into the ground.
That's it. That's it. Hot rod.
Broken ribs and
Once he's
all.
in, once he's in, they're ready to go.
Jared Stidham hopping in for
Yeah,
Derek Carr.
if we're talking scapegoating, we're looking at Las Vegas with the
Vegas
we're
is
looking at
fucking
Las Vegas.
sketchy right now.
Hey, the casino's got to be doing well inside the stadium, right? I mean,
Gotta be. It's gotta be.
that place is fucking shot. It
You know they're
doesn't
not
matter
cashing in
which.
on the fucking Raiders.
No, it doesn't matter what way you're looking on that football field, what side of the ball.
Nah,
They
Chandler
really just
Jones.
can't.
Chandler Jones gets moved to IR. Denzel Perryman gets moved to IR. Derek Carr gets benched for Jared Stidham. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
the only thing in Vegas right now, you got to figure they're not cashing in on the Raiders, but the casinos and the hookers are fucking raking it in right now.
They're reeling it in. Just real easy. Like
I'm
the
seeing
casino's got
maybe
to be thriving.
CJ Stroud projected to go there in a mock.
Interesting. I mean, they got to shake something up at QB.
Got to. I mean,
Whether it's Rodgers, whether it's
Jimmy G, there's a lot
somebody,
of guys out there.
anybody.
I
This
felt like
guy,
the whole reason for bringing Devontae Adams in, though, was that to get him to play with his college quarterback.
yeah, it's different when you're not in Fresno State anymore.
That's true.
You know, you just
Very true.
it's just a little different. You got to really be making throws and
Yeah. I mean, I
being
always like
clutch.
Derek Carr. I'm
Me
not a
too.
big I'm not big on McDaniels as a head coach.
Yeah, I mean, when you're gonna throw your main guy under the bus, I kind of don't really fully blame him though, because I
Yeah.
mean,
He's coaching for
Carr,
his job, not for Derek Carr's job.
yeah, I'd throw him down the river as well. That's it.
I mean,
I'm not
there
throwing the
are
fucking football.
yeah. There's a lot of free agent quarterbacks this year. Lamar Jackson could be out there. I mean, I think he's going to get
Yeah,
franchise tagged,
yeah,
but is he going to play under a franchise tag? I mean, he might just do what he's doing this year,
yeah. He might. I mean,
milk an
certainly
injury.
interesting. Certainly interesting. They could draft a kid late even. You never know where you could find the next guy.
I think we'll see. I mean,
They
it's
could get Mike
inevitable that
White.
yeah. Hey, they're going to tag him, but
Hopefully.
I don't know if he's going to play under a tag. I think he's milking his fucking injury right now. I think he'll play when the playoffs come around. They already clinched. They didn't clinch the division, but they clinched a playoff berth. So I think he'll play in that game. But
Yeah, we'll have to see. It makes it hard for him to get what he wanted when you
it's
end
true.
up getting hurt again.
I
So
think the Ravens are seeing what life after Lamar Jackson could be. They're not loving
it's
it.
not it's not looking good. It's not looking great. You
Mark
don't find
Andrews,
many
yeah,
you don't find many Lamar Jacksons. You just
no,
don't. They're gonna have to find a way to just re-sign the guy.
yeah.
Whether he gets hurt for 3 to 5 games a year, hey.
I mean, it's fine if you pad that division lead early in the season and clinch up pretty early. Then
That's
let them
it. That's it.
fucking yeah.
As long as it's
But
little tit for tat injuries, nothing
yeah,
out of control.
you know who's not milking a fucking injury? Tua turn the ball over.
Oh man. You got to feel for the kid at this point.
3
I want
concussions.
I want him to go to court, and I want that case to be all over, just like Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. That kid
Hey,
deserves the bag.
he
Someone, I
does.
don't know who, has to be fired. I don't know if it's the head coach. I don't know who you go to.
It's got to be
They're
the
not treating this
trainers,
guy right.
medical. Got to
They're not
fucking
treating this guy right down there.
3 concussions in the season is unheard of.
All of them, it's not even a laughing matter,
It's
actually, but
not.
all of them have been atrocious, too.
Yeah.
Like, just
And
hard to watch.
in the second quarter of that Packers game, his head fucking bounced off the turf.
It did. It
And we're
did.
watching the game like, what is this fucking guy doing? He's playing with half a brain.
I need to take an Advil after I watch a Dolphins game. I can't lie to you.
Like he's
But
throwing those picks, and like now I get it.
yeah,
He's
it's funny because I was facing him in the playoffs. I ended up winning by 2. This kid in my league, he goes, if Tua never got a concussion, I would have won. And it's funny when you put it that way. Or
hey,
if he would have never came back from getting a concussion. Like if
yeah.
the coaches would have been like, you're not playing, you just got hit in the head really hard,
How
he
does
would have
that
won
not
the
get?
week.
How does that not come down from the booth?
He would have won the week. But
Like
instead, he goes in and throws 2 dazed fucking interceptions. I win.
that's got to come down to Mike McDaniel. Somebody's sleeping up there.
Listen, something's not right in Vegas. I
Something.
think there's something in the air.
Hey, the South Beach Air.
They should have never went there. I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody had a late night in South Beach and fucking is ruining Tua's life right now. It's bigger than football. 3 concussions in a year is bigger than football.
No, it's actually terrible. I hope he sues them for like half ownership of the team or some shit.
Hey,
It's like, or
it's
just like
absurd.
a
I've never
crazy bag because
and they're not, like you said, they're all like it's not a laughing matter, but they're
like
all
when
fucking
he was
like
throwing up the
yeah.
freaking
You see
terrible.
how hard he's getting hit. I don't get how it doesn't come down and like you see guys getting like pulled off the field when they get hit in the head, and he's just nobody's even fucking batting an eye. He's just going back out there.
Listen, if we gotta be the guys,
And
we gotta be
it's
the
not like they
guys
got
to
a
make
bum
this go
backup.
national.
They got Teddy Bridgewater. He's probably the best backup in football.
They do have the luxury of turning to Teddy, who's always been,
And
he's
I
been
mean,
pretty solid, serviceable.
fantasy wise, I don't think it knocks down Tyreek or Jalen Waddle that much. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a downgrade, but
it
it's not
shouldn't.
huge.
It shouldn't kill you.
And I mean, I would think it's an upgrade, but that backfield it's a coin flip. Jeff Wilson, Raheem Mostert. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
both of them are a slight upgrade with Teddy because you figure they're gonna run the ball a little more, but I don't know, man. I'm just praying for Tua.
Pray for Tua
I hope he
because
doesn't come back this year. I mean, I know they're looking at like they might get into the playoffs. They gotta win out, I think, but
at least give him a week.
at
Like
least a week, maybe the
this
rest of the
guy
regular season.
is getting his head battered into the pavement this year, and they are
Oh,
just they
bouncing
don't
off the
care.
turf.
You good? You ready to go? He's like,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just
Get
send him
out there,
back
and then
out
they're
there,
running,
Mike McDaniel.
firing up a read option. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
hey man,
He thinks he's back in fucking Nick Saban, Alabama.
yeah, yeah. He thinks he's playing Ole Miss when he comes back,
Yeah, he's like, "Where's Jerry Judy?"
seeing windows that just aren't there.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
But yeah, prayers up.
Yeah, for real.
He's gonna
And
win that lawsuit.
JJ Watt announces his retirement. That's
Yeah, it's about time.
it's about time, but it's a little bit just because we haven't. I feel like he's one of the first players that we saw him come into the league.
Well, we lose one of the greatest pass rushers
For
ever.
sure. For sure.
Like,
First ballot Hall of Famer. And just like an age thing, like we saw him get drafted and we saw his whole career. And that's just a weird thing for me to see.
the
I
year
mean,
when he had when he was an offensive weapon, caught like 3
oh yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah. And
Just
I mean,
yeah,
they called it the JJ SWAT, the best, maybe the best we've ever seen at tipping balls off the line.
yeah, one of the greatest ever.
For sure. For sure.
Always just not causing a scene. Great teammate, great for the
No, yeah.
community.
Professional.
Just
Professional.
salute to JJ Watt on a great career. What
For
a guy.
sure. Yeah, bro. He
What a
just
guy.
he had his kid. His kid got to watch him wreak havoc against Tom Brady and the Bucks. And
Yeah,
now,
the body's breaking down, and you might as well get out before it's completely just you can't
yeah, and
play with your kid.
you're locked up in Arizona. Who knows what's going on over there? They got Cliff Kingsbury till 2027.
Yeah, you don't want to get out of there.
Get out
Just
of there.
retire.
Yeah, just you don't want to end up like fucking Tua.
No, prayers up, prayers up, because fuck,
Yeah, it's a violent fucking sport, man. And I just
it is.
the whole Watt family is just menaces, menaces.
Yeah, yeah.
And
They can
now
play
we
some
could
defense.
TJ's got a couple. I mean, I would think he's got a couple years left, and then we could look back at who had the better career, JJ or TJ. Right now, I mean, it's neck and neck.
Yeah, you got to give the edge to JJ Watt just because he's put in what, like 10, 12 years
Yep,
versus like TJ. He's still getting banged up here and
yeah,
there, and he's only played like 3 to 5, whatever.
yeah. And he that game earlier in the year, I think it might have been the first game when he ran off the sideline and was like, "I tore my fucking pec."
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole Watt family, phenomenal. I don't know what you're feeding them boys, but they're all fucking menaces.
Salute.
Oh, for sure. Want to hop into some baseball?
Oh, let's do it. Let's
Let's
talk it.
talk a little Trevor Bauer.
Oh wow.
His suspension gets lifted, and the Dodgers have until January 6th to either release him, activate him to the 40-man roster, or find a trade partner. They haven't
If
made a decision yet, but it's looking like he's going to get released, I would think.
if I'm him, I'm releasing him or finding a trade
You
because
have to.
you're
But
not going to
who's
be
going to trade for that guy
I don't know, but you're not going to be a scumbag and
and fucking trade
play on
for
my
him?
baseball team.
I mean, Deshaun Watson's getting cheered in Cleveland, so maybe they send him to the Guardians. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Jose Ramirez type of thing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I just
honestly, I
can't
don't know.
believe
That guy's a weirdo.
I can't believe he's like actually gonna pitch in the major leagues again,
Why do I feel like he's going to win the Cy Young?
right? There's got to be
And he's
crazy
quite
odds. Got to be crazy odds for
of
him.
like being a psycho.
I mean, Marcelo Ozuna's still playing. He's like the everyday fucking left fielder in
Ozuna
Atlanta.
from the Braves, baby.
Yeah, he's
Ozuna
got
from the Braves.
DUIs. He's fucking beat the shit out of his girlfriend with a fucking cast after he broke his hand.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a crazy, crazy world we live in that these athletes could do whatever they want and then come back to a professional career.
In certain situations,
Yeah,
it is unbelievable.
but yeah. Let's get into a less strange topic. Let's go. Corey Kluber, 1 year, $10 million to the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
He's I mean, he's on the back end, but I just can't figure out where Boston's headed.
The Red Sox are headed down the toilet,
Is
down the
Devers
drain,
gone?
down the sewer. If he's gone, they're looking even worse.
I don't.
But I don't see why he stays.
I don't know what the
They're done.
point would be in signing him if you weren't going to pay Bogarts. And at that point, if you why why not fork up the money for Mookie Betts and Bogarts and just I mean, if you were gonna be in from the jump. Don't be in now and just pay Devers and leave him with the fucking scraps.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if they have a strong farm system they believe in. Could change
Maybe.
things, but I truthfully don't think that's the case at all.
Yeah, I
I feel like they're 5 years out from like being decent again.
yeah. They're they're gonna be at the bottom of the AL East, I would think.
Yeah.
Kluber's a good. I mean, he's solid as it gets, but he's not gonna fucking move the needle.
No,
I
I think
wouldn't
he's
think.
perfect for what they want. Honestly, I think he's gonna chew up innings He's gonna get bounced around.
Yep.
He's gonna
He'll
get
be
hit hard and far and give up a ton of runs, and it doesn't matter
yeah,
because they're gonna win what 68 games.
probably right
It
around
really
there.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. They might lose
So
100 games this year.
yeah,
And I mean, I
and
think it's uh, Devers is my AL MVP pick just because he's in a contract year. I think it's going to be a Judge type thing that he goes crazy. But
yeah, yeah, he's
it
already
might,
phenomenal, and I'm sure he'll have a just monster year.
yeah. Then we got Craig Kimbrell, 1 year, 10 million to the Phillies.
All right,
That's a lot of money for a guy that didn't make the Dodgers postseason roster.
it is. They seem to just be snatching anyone up.
Yeah, I think what the Mets give Robertson? 11?
Something around there.
Why not just bring your guy back?
Hey,
Banking on the potential of Craig Kimbrell to find his groove again like he had in Boston. I don't know.
we'll leave that to them.
Yeah. I think they're
You
the
know,
third team in the NL East, bro. I really do. I mean, I get Trey Turner.
Billy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bryce Harper's out till probably the All-Star break, but
I see a scary world where it's the Mets,
no,
but
I don't I
all
I
three
mean,
playoff teams come out of the NL
oh
East,
yeah,
so
for
it
sure.
doesn't matter.
Being the third team in the NL East is not going to be the third team in a lot of other divisions, but I think the Phillies, at least on paper, are that third team right now. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think if they don't bring Segura back, not as much on the field, but in the clubhouse and what he meant to the organization and the team is going to be a bigger loss than people think.
Could be. I don't know.
I like him as a
Maybe.
player. He's
Yeah,
always been solid.
he's a solid guy, but I don't know what did he bet like
It had to
low
be low
twos.
200s, maybe
Yeah,
230
not really
something.
doing much.
Yeah,
You'll forget about him.
yeah. Then we
But
got Nathan Uvalde, 2 years, 34 million to the Texas Rangers to be the
hmm,
second or third guy behind DeGrom.
that's a nice move for them.
Definitely a nice move. I mean, it solidifies that rotation. Um, we'll see how much offense they get out of Simeon and Seager. But
Yeah, they should be all right. They got like guys like Nick Solak. They got some young guys who can swing it. I think that's huge. That could be a big swing for the Rangers next season if
no,
they
they got
both stay healthy.
the outfielder Adolis Garcia too. He's solid. Um,
Yeah,
I think that solidifies them as a top five starting rotation in baseball. I think
I I don't know. I
up
think they
there.
got to do more for me. They got to
I
do
just
more just because of how fucking bad they've been and
yeah, it's
were.
true. It's
They
true.
still only have two guys, and one of them is not, like Degrom's so solid, but like Evaldi's good, but he could also have a 4.5 ERA year.
It's true. It's true.
I
What is
don't
your
know. I can't that yet.
if you had to
Top
throw
five.
out a top five, what would it be?
No order.
Yeah,
Mets Yankees to make it easy.
yeah,
You probably have to throw the Rays in there.
yep,
I feel like Houston still finds a way to stay relevant and just really just be really good again.
yep.
And that fifth team, I don't know.
Well,
Probably the Dodgers got to be in there as well. They
I'm
got
gonna
a ton
throw
of
out there
it's
Mets,
Dustin May
Yankees,
coming.
Astros. I'm gonna go with the Blue Jays over the Dodgers. I think
Interesting.
Jose Barrios, Manoa, Gosman. They got Kikuchi. They got some guys, and they signed Bassett. So I think Jose Barrios is gonna find some of that ace stuff that he had at one point in his career. I think it's a little bit of a bounce back for him. Manoa's a stud. Gosman is a stud. And then the fifth team, Rays or Rangers. Is Glasnow going to stay healthy? Is DeGrom going to stay healthy? Is Uvalde going to stay healthy?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to side with you and edge towards the Rays, but that'd be my top five.
Also, after I named mine, I'm thinking Marlins are sneaky.
Yep.
Like they could be right in the top 5 this year.
Oh yeah, Sandy
They
puts
pitch
you up
so
there.
well. They pitch so well, and then you got Pablo, and you got
Is Pablo gonna be there though? That's another thing.
yeah. I'm
But
sure they'll lock it
Sandy,
up. They got room.
yeah, Sandy puts you in the conversation just by being him. I mean, he's that good.
They got some arms for sure.
All right, so we're back, and since we've been on the podcast, we had some news break. First, the UFC announced Derek Brunson versus Dricus du Plessis for UFC 285. I want to see this kid Dricus get tested. I mean, Darren Till tore his
That's gonna be a
ACL
good
in
one.
that fight. Dricus dominated though.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Should be a fight night or
UFC 285.
okay. I'm not gonna pay for that, but
No, I'll get it on the stream.
yeah.
It should be I mean, I want to see this kid get tested. We'll see if he's legit. What is that, 170?
What are they at?
I think it's
Yeah, I believe in
170.
fighting at welterweight.
Yeah. And then we had Gene Segura in serious discussions with the Marlins. I mean, we talked a little Gene Segura earlier. It's an inevitable. I mean, it's really doesn't really matter, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just irrelevant. It's just he's gonna bet 190,
Yeah.
hit
Solidify
300.
that. Him and Jazz in the middle infield might be pretty dope to watch, but that's about it.
Yeah, they'll be playing some fun defense.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's what the Marlins are, I feel like. They're just a fun team to watch every once in a while. Like if they're playing the Mets or something, I'll throw them on.
Yeah,
Entertaining, but they'll be bottom tier.
yeah, they'll be better, but not much better.
Yeah. Then the Braves get Lucas Ledke from the Yankees for right-handed reliever Indigo Diaz and infielder Caleb Dunn. Caleb Dunn is 25 years old and hasn't played anything higher than single A, so that's like he's never going to make the major league roster, but Indigo Diaz has been solid. He had a 3.08 ERA last year. He's 24. I think he was in Double A, so he might be a guy that gets called up. And then the
Yeah.
Braves get Lucas Ledke, lefty reliever, nasty breaking stuff, but his fastball doesn't touch the mid 90s. If it might scrape the lower 90s, but that's about it. I mean, he's a lefty, so I wish the Yankees held on to him, but we'll see what he does in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then Sean Murphy re-upped on the bag with the Braves, 6 years, 73 million, 12 million a year till 2028.
Nice. Yeah, the NL East is going to be fucking insanity.
Yeah, I think the Mets are 1, the Braves are 2, and the Phillies are 3. I'd like to pencil them all in as playoff teams, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. You never know, but
Yeah. The Braves with these long-term contracts are crazy, bro. They're just signing
they're doing
everybody.
it. They're
They're
doing
doing
it
it the
just
right
about
way.
as perfect as you can do it.
Yeah, they got
They're seeing potential, and they're closing in on it before there's any room for any discussion, anything.
Yeah, they let Freddie and Dansby walk, but everyone else is pretty much bagged up, except for Freed. But
yeah, and that's all right. You could replace him.
yeah, they got Austin Riley, 21 million a year to 2032. Michael Harris, this deal is crazy, bro. 9 million a year till 2030.
Yeah, I don't know how they keep doing it, but
He's a stud, bro.
They've done it
Center
with
field.
everyone. Ozzy,
Yeah,
Albies
Ozzy
is doing it.
Albies. Matt Olson's 21 a year to 2029. Spencer Strider, 12 and a half per year till 2028. Acuna might be the biggest bargain in the league, 17 a year to 2026.
Yeah, easily.
They're 17 a year for Acuna is crazy. Michael Harris, center fielders market 9 million a year. His caliber till 2030 is absurd.
Yeah, he might not be happy about that in a couple of years, but
Yeah. He tweeted today, money is money. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, someone tweeted at him, said he's going to be pissed after like 2026 when he's still making 9 million a year. It reminds me of like the
yeah, I
Scottie
guess he don't
Pippen
really.
contract.
I guess he don't care
Hey,
as of right now.
yeah, go out and play ball, right?
Until he's out playing somebody who's making twice as much as him.
Exactly.
But they usually, I feel like they'll work that out because the
Yeah,
Mets fucked over DeGrom and then they extended him and stuff.
I mean, 2030, they got some time, bro. 8 years. They got some time to figure that out.
Oh yeah, he could be nothing by then too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it could go both ways.
yep. Then Michael Conforto, 2 years, 36 million to San Francisco.
Love
Hey,
that. Happy for him.
yeah, I'm happy for him too. I always liked Conforto.
Couldn't understand how he didn't find a team last year. Not at all. Like,
I think I remember Texas was looking at him. The Mets were looking at bringing him back. I think he's finally healthy. Um, I'm not sure if he had his physical yet or if he's got to pass the physical. But
yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
the thing this off season.
Yeah, it's looming over fucking
That's
everybody
the
right now.
physical.
The Giants, I don't know what direction they're moving in.
They're
Um,
going kind of just staying the same, which isn't too bad because they're so young.
yeah, they miss out on Judge, miss out on Correa, lose Rodon, but
Yeah, you don't get better with that, but
nah, they bring in some guys though. I mean, they'll be the third team in
yeah,
the NL West probably, unless the D-backs, unless they start realizing some potential over there. But
I don't know.
yeah, the D-backs traded Dalton Varsho to Toronto for one of the top catching prospects, Gabriel Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel. Let's talk the
That's
Toronto
huge.
side. It's a great move for both sides, I think. D-backs got so much outfield depth. They get Gurriel and Moreno. They're building towards the future though. I think Moreno is going to mean more in that deal than Gurriel, but Gurriel's still young too. I think he's like 29.
Yeah, I mean that really helps the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays right now, they had Varsho, center fielder, catcher. He does it all. I mean, I wanted him to be a Yankee. I really did, but I hate to see him go fucking across the border in the AL East.
Yeah, their thing is they still can't pitch though. They got to pitch before they can win anything.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do better this year. I haven't even been confident that the Yankees are gonna win the AL East yet.
Yeah, I mean I'd be feeling all right as a Yankees fan. I think
I'd
they'll
like to
be
pencil them in, but they the left field is looming right now.
they'll be right in that mix.
Yeah, they got I think they got to trade for Brian Reynolds. I still got my Mets hat on because the fucking deal hasn't been made yet.
Hey, at least you're keeping true to it.
Yep, they're
But
running out
I
of
don't think
options
that's gonna
though.
break you. I don't think that's gonna break you. I don't think that's the make or break. I think they'll be all right.
The thing that's bothering me is that they're running out of other moves to make. Conforto's off the board. Um, Uvalde's off the board. The top left fielder left on the market is a guy I would not mind seeing in pinstripes, and that's Jurickson Profar. He's
Yeah,
the only free agent left fielder left. He had a solid playoffs. He had a solid year for San Diego. Um, I wouldn't mind him as a Yankee. I mean, he's somebody you don't got to give anybody up for. You could just pay him.
yeah. I think it's a lot like the Mets situation where they don't really have to. I feel like it's all right if they don't really do much because both teams were really good. So like you don't really. How much better do you have to get? You don't really have to get much better. You just have to get luckier, stay
Yeah.
healthier,
It
get
just
hot at the right time.
the thing that bothers me is that left side of the field. I don't want to see Donaldson at third and Hickson left.
I don't know how Hicks. He's gonna be on the team.
Yep. He's still in a contract. I mean,
I don't know.
they could still trade for some guys. Tyler O'Neill's out there, Kepler's out there. I've seen a lot more people pulling for Oswaldo Cabrera to be the everyday left fielder. I wouldn't be opposed to, but he's so versatile. I don't want to lock him down in one spot as your everyday left fielder. You
Yeah,
lose the value of him everywhere else then.
that's fair.
Aaron Hicks is, I mean, I've always been a big Aaron Hicks supporter, but it's getting tough to even support him.
I think it's like Brett Gardner. I don't know why they're just kind of letting guys just hang around because it's like, oh well, he's been such a great player and teammate, and it's like, since when do the
Yeah.
Yankees do that shit? Like he's terrible. Just
Yeah.
get rid of him.
Yeah. I
Letting guys just stay until they're just not effective.
yeah. He had a terrible year last year. He was booed out of Yankee Stadium on multiple occasions. I was there on Jeter night. It was brutal to the point that Aaron Boone had to pull him and fucking put Estevan Florial out there, who I would love to see in left field, but he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. The guy can fucking field with the best of them, but he's like Kiermaier. He can't fucking hit. He's like a Jackie Bradley. He just
Yeah, just can't swing the stick.
yeah. I mean, I think they might be holding out. Similar to the infield, they have Everson Pereira waiting. He's projected to be called up this year. He between
Volpe.
high A and double A last year, he had a 278 average, 14 home runs, 828 OPS. I mean,
You got Volpe coming up any given
yeah, Volpe might be the opening day shortstop.
months.
They got some moves to make. I would love to see Rizzo at first, Peraza or Torres at second, Volpe and LeMayu at third. That's my dream infield for opening day. But and then you got IKF depth and Donaldson. I'm I don't know. I don't know what to say about Josh
I
Donaldson.
think they're gonna be all right.
I think they're gonna be all
Donaldson,
right
you
too.
hope that these guys can play just a low key role, not have to be your everyday guy. If they could be
Yeah.
like 110 game guys, like you don't want these guys being your
No, that's the thing with
everyday.
Donaldson. I mean, he was an above average defensive third baseman last year. He just can't catch up to the fastball anymore, and he's up there fucking guessing, and he's looking bad.
Yeah, I've seen him get gassed up really bad on some.
That's what it is. He can't hit the
He's
fastball.
huge on the pimping like a double or like pimping it
Oh,
out.
dude, pimping a
He's been doing
fucking
that.
fly out to right or pimping a fucking double that he slow getting out of the
Bouncing off the
box.
track.
Either getting fucking thrown out at second or like it ended up being a single when it should have been extra bases. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's definitely he's a bounce back candidate. I just don't see it happening.
Nah, I mean, we see the gray in his hair. It's just he's not
Yeah.
the bringer of rain anymore. He's like a drizzle.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's
Dropping a fucking bucket.
it's old fucking news.
Dope.
That's the type of stuff. I'm trying to keep it clean here. Sorry. That's the
Hey,
type of
bro.
stuff
Don't
that
worry about it.
Yankees just gotta cut out doing.
Cut
It's
ties with him, right?
like these old players that it's just things they never do. I don't really care as a Mets fan, but they've been out of
They
character.
definitely had a character. I mean, you wouldn't see George doing some shit like that. It's I don't know. I don't know. I
He'd
I
be
still
bringing
believe
Correa in.
I still believe they should have DFA'd Gary Sanchez and held on to Urshela. then you don't have like, hey, if you don't have Donaldson, you don't make that move, then you're not in the situation you're in now.
I feel like it's just the same thing though, because Gio didn't do much in
Yeah,
Minnesota. Like he was gonna bat 250, hit 10 homers. Like
Donaldson's making like 30 mil a year though. That's the big difference.
didn't Minnesota pay a lot of that? Or
I don't think so.
no?
The Yanks are stuck with Hicks. Hicks is getting like 15 and Donaldson's getting like 25 to 30.
Not it.
Not
Not
it
it.
at all. They and now with Uvalde and with what's his name? What's his name? Corey Kluber off the free agent market. If you have to give up a Nestor or a Severino and a Brian Reynolds deal, there's not that guy in the free agent market to replace in the rotation anymore. It feels like they're waiting a little too long to figure out what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're willing to just roll what they got. They got enough. They
Yeah, I
got
think
those guys, and
they're gonna end up playing with the leaving their faith in the prospects' hands. They're
yeah,
waiting on. I mean, probably not this year, but the following year, you're gonna see an outfield with Judge, Pereira, Dominguez. So maybe they're waiting for that.
maybe. I don't know. That's weird to be waiting though. Should be
Yeah,
in a
I feel
now
like. I
you're
mean,
in this situation.
how long is Aaron Judge gonna be playing the outfield? He's fucking 6'7". He's huge. Is his body gonna break down? I mean, eventually he's just gonna be a DH. How soon is that gonna happen?
Yeah, you wonder. You wonder what the picture is for Aaron Judge after what you think is the peak
Yeah,
of his career as a Yankee.
last
Like
year was the peak for sure.
you wonder. You wonder. It might not be, but
I think as a individual, his peak was last year. I think as as a teammate and as a player, he can win a World Series, and that would put him over the top. But I don't see him having another individual year like he had last year. I
it's
see
tough to do.
yeah, I see all these Yankee fans saying he's gonna surpass, he's gonna hit more home runs than he hit last year. He's gonna hit 60 plus. He's gonna hit 65.
Yeah,
And
I've seen a lot saying stuff like that, but
I think a good number. My prediction for Aaron Judge is he's gonna hit 47 home runs. That's a high number.
that sounds about right. Because you got to consider how many just got over that wall, or how many
Yep.
the wind was blowing out. Like there's a lot of stupid factors that
And I'll take
you know.
47. That's a lot.
Yeah, he'll probably hit 50 plus again. Who knows? Imagine
He
he
might hit
does
more
go
than
to try to break his own record.
it's just
But
I've seen so many players have that good year and a contract year and then not be as durable, not be as motivated. I'm not saying that's going to be Aaron Judge,
yeah,
but it could be.
it could be. It could be. It could not be. We're gonna have to see because
We'll
it's
definitely see.
just almost the history of sports would just tell you that there's no way he's ever gonna have like
It's
a year like that again.
60
Like
plus. Yeah.
yeah, so we'll just have to see. Batting like three something. That's a
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
What
But
was he? A couple points off the Triple Crown is and what is average?
something like that had a legitimate case for that all year.
Uh, we'll see what happens with the Yankees, man. I mean, the pitching depth bothers me because Clark Schmidt and Domingo Herman, you don't know with them. Luis Gill
It's
had Tommy John,
They really don't have it. It's just those five guys got to
the big
be
guys. Yeah,
their five guys this year
because even Davy
for once.
Garcia was looking like a shoe-in as a fifth starter. He had a 6.89 ERA in the minors last year.
Yeah, you never know if they'll even make it up there, let alone
Yeah.
be that guy.
Yep.
It's like all these guys, Dominguez, all of them. You never know.
I mean,
You
it's
never
great
know if a
to.
guy's gonna turn out.
Yep. It's 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 just a wait and see game. So kind of like the Mets with Carlos Correa.
Yeah. See, as me as a Mets fan, I'm really calm about the situation. I feel like there's no
How could you
reason to
not be?
force it. There's no reason to
Yeah.
force it. If there's a doctor, if there's a team of people that are saying, "Listen, I don't know if you want to invest long term into someone who has," because we've seen knee damage like this, and down the road, it's always a problem. Like, why would you want to go get a guy for 10
Structural
years?
damage is no joke.
Why would like 3 4 years, I'm cool. If they restructure it to 3 to 5 years, fine. But like, wouldn't you want the best scenario for your team? Like
The
Correa doesn't.
Mets,
We don't need that.
no, you don't at all. The Mets hold all the leverage here because the Mets don't need Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa needs the Mets right now because he cannot go back on the market. Two teams that are telling everyone else that you failed physicals. What is he going to get, a
Yeah,
year if he goes back on the market, or two?
yeah, you could argue it.
I mean, the Mets are in great shape. They have all the leverage. Scott Boras is running out of leverage to play with. I mean, what is he going to tweet? The fucking Yankees are going to get Correa now? Just
That's what
to,
I've heard that. I don't know where that's coming from, if it's true or not. That that they're interested for like a short term deal, but that's the type of thing they should be interested in, though.
I would love it. I
And then
mean,
you tell Josh Donaldson, then he's just a bench player. You only
yeah,
got to play
yeah.
100 games.
Or, I
Like,
mean, I understand it's a lot of money and it's too much to DFA him, but I'm hoping best case scenario, he comes out and balls in the first half and you trade him and eat half his salary. That's best case. I mean, I don't see it happening. I think his
see,
best
I don't
days are
think they
definitely
would, though.
behind him.
I don't think they would even do that.
Yeah.
They would just stay with him at that point.
I'm hoping give the kids a chance. I don't want to see what they did to Peraza last year. Wait until September. Call him up. I want to see Volpe up at the latest at All-Star break. And I'd like to
Yeah,
see
that sounds
Pereira
probably
too.
about right. That sounds about right. That's
They're
typically
saying
like,
he's got a shot. If he balls out in spring training, he's got a shot.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I want to see him before the All-Star break or at the All-Star break because they didn't give Peraza a chance last year. They waited until September to call him up. He didn't have time to catch a rhythm. He didn't have time to get accustomed to the pro. I mean, he didn't get that I'm not in the minors anymore adjustment. He didn't have time to make that adjustment. But
well, yeah, that was a lot like the Mets with Francisco Alvarez. They
yeah,
brought him up and really like just wanted him to like watch and like
yeah,
experience seeing it. Because like
yeah.
I couldn't understand why he wasn't DHing over James McCann or like I don't
Even
care if he's never been in the MLB. I want that bat more than
yeah,
McCann.
for sure. It's and I'm even hearing that Nito is probably going to be the starting catcher opening day, but that's strictly because his relationship with the older pitchers and as a game caller, I guess. But I don't think you can limit Alvarez. You got to have him out there. I don't care if it's at DH. I mean, there's other guys you can
Yeah,
DH, and if the Correa
he's gonna
contract
be
goes through,
he's gonna
you
be an
got
everyday guy
Vogie.
for this year.
Yeah, you got Vogelback. You got Escobar. But Alvarez is a guy you want to get out there. You want to see him playing. You don't want to sit him on the bench.
Nah, no, time to play the kids.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think that's about it. We could wrap
Hey,
this episode up.
been real, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I'll love to
Been
have you
real.
back on here. And then
I'll be back. I hope to
yeah,
be
for
a
sure.
constant.
Yep, definitely. Talking Mets. talking Tar Heels,
Talking
talking fantasy
anything.
football.
Just talking the talk.
Yo, the best of luck to
Yeah,
you, bro, in your fantasy championship.
best of luck.
And a happy new year to you and the fam.
Certainly.
Happy
Certainly.
new
Happy
year
New
to the
Year, bro.
Breadbasket family. And
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you guys next time.